And along with the NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, we are expecting to hear also from our mayor, Sacramento Mayor Kevin Johnson. Let's check in with News 10's Dina Kupfer there at the airport. Mayor Johnson, also News 10's Damani Lewis on their way to LA right now.
Yes, Kiba, they are up in the air as we speak, headed for Los Angeles this morning. The mayor, I watched him walk out of his car all the way up to the Terminal B here at the Sacramento International Airport this morning. He was in quite a bit of a rush. He got here at about 5:10, flight left at 5:45, so he had to hurry on over. But once he did get to that terminal, News 10's Damani Lewis spotted him, and we have a photo that Damani tweeted out earlier this morning. It's a picture of the mayor along with his press secretary, Ben Sisenko, going over some last-minute details, I'm sure, of what will be discussed in today's meeting. And again, Damani is on that flight, and so he will have the very latest for us as soon as he departs from that trip over to Los Angeles. Now, the NBA has scheduled this press conference to discuss the findings of their investigations into the comments allegedly made by Donald Sterling, the owner of the Clippers. Mayor Johnson is going to be in Los Angeles representing the NBA Players Association, and he will likely be reacting to whatever Commissioner Adam Silver updates us on. Last night, the mayor spoke to News 10's Damani Lewis and said that he thinks the players will struggle to play through the Clippers season for as long as Sterling is the owner.
You know, do players want Donald Sterling removed as the owner of the Clippers?
Unequivocally, yes. If you have a cancer that hints up, you got to cut it out really quickly. And I think the players feel he's not fit to be an owner in this league. He doesn't represent the best of the NBA.
And several sponsors, including State Farm and Virgin America, have already pulled their sponsorships from the Clippers. Of course, this is a crucial point in the Clippers season. Mayor Johnson also took to Facebook last night to voice his thoughts on the Sterling situation. He wrote in part, "Current and former players are in strong agreement that Mr. Sterling and his views have no place in our league." He also went on to say that while they may not have the power to force Mr. Sterling out and to sell his team, he should no longer have the privilege of being an NBA owner. And again, Mayor Johnson is now headed to Los Angeles. He is expected to speak sometime after 11 o'clock this morning down at the City Council chambers in Los Angeles. And something we have to remember, if those tapes are authenticated, as TMZ is reporting, there's a few things we have to keep in note. One, Mr. Sterling could face $1 million fine or a lifetime suspension. But also, if those recordings were taken in California without the consent of both parties, those recordings would be considered illegal for use in a courtroom. So while the NBA and the commissioner and the Players Association has a lot to discuss as far as where the league stands in this, the legality behind those recordings still remains to be seen. Obviously, if those are actually authenticated, which we are expected to hear later today.
The story that we're hearing on that is that the girlfriend's attorney suggests that she was told by Sterling, "I forget what I say, so record what I say."
Right. According to the TMZ article, Dina, the people who have heard the entire recording, they are insistent that there is, quote, "no doubt he knew he was being recorded." How do you prove that? I don't know, unless you have that on tape, right?
Right, that's going to be the tough part to crack in all of this. But again, I'm sure whatever ends up coming out of this meeting today, we will at least know the fate of where Sterling stands with the Clippers moving forward.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dina. And again, it's 11 o'clock that we expect to hear from NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And then we're expecting to hear from Mayor Kevin Johnson shortly after that. We'll have live coverage of the developments from the mayor's press conference on News 10 and News10.net.